Rivian, Cybertruck, Lightning, Hummer, Silverado EV. But what if I told you the next big electric pickup truck is coming from Kia? Over at the Kia media page, we have a lot of big news coming from the Koreans in terms of electrification. And it doesn't stop with Kia. Of course, sister company Hyundai has a lot to talk about. So we'll switch over to them after we finish Kia here. If you're new to the channel, my name's Kirk. I talk about Japanese and Korean cars. That's the forte of the channel. If you're into that, make sure to subscribe. I would love to get to 150,000 subscribers by the end of March. Kia presents 2030 roadmap. Oh, you guys know I love roadmaps. To become global sustainable mobility leader. They're hoping to sell 1.2 million battery electric vehicles by 2030. Toyota, for example, hopes to sell 3.5 million battery electric vehicles by 2030, or in 2030, I should say, per year. Kia to establish a lineup of 14 battery electric vehicle models by 2027. Next 5 years, 14 battery electric vehicles. That's more than 2 per year if my math shakes out. Anyway, sales of Kia's eco-friendly models to surpass 2 million in 2030. Everyone's got their name for autonomous driving. We have Super Cruise from GM. We have Autopilot from Tesla. Lexus is working on Teammate, Toyota Teammate as well. Kia's calling theirs Auto Mode. Is that clever enough for you guys? That'll be coming out in 2023 with the first application of the EV9. The EV9 was showed to us within the past year. The concept 3-row, it's essentially like the Kia Telluride, but a fully battery electric vehicle. So that'll be coming out next year. All right, so let's get to the juicy bits here. Starting in 2023, Kia plans to launch at least 2 BEVs per year and build a full lineup of 14 BEVs by 2027. Compared to its previous plan to release 11 models by 2026, Kia will add 2 electric pickup trucks, a dedicated electric pickup truck, and a strategic model for emerging markets. And they're saying there will be an entry-level BEV model on top of those pickup trucks. So all those things are definitely needed. Entry-level BEV, I would say all people need is probably 100 to 150 miles of range, $20,000 cap. People need a small, affordable city EV. We just don't have really anything like that. The Nissan Leaf is the closest thing. So let's talk about these 2 pickup trucks. Well, the first one, it says a dedicated electric pickup truck. So that's more than likely on the eGMP platform. That's rear-wheel drive based, all-wheel drive capable. And we already have 2 vehicles on the market that are on the eGMP platform, about to be 3 with the GV60. We have the Ioniq 5 and the Kia EV6. So expect the pickup truck to definitely kind of follow in that suit with that platform. The strategic model for emerging markets is quite interesting. My thought process is that they would just take something like the Santa Cruz and retrofit it to be an EV in some shape or form. That's what makes the most sense to me. But if you guys have a better idea on what that strategic model for emerging markets means, definitely put it down below. Now, Kia's flagship electric vehicle, the EV9, is set to launch for 2023. Although the EV9 is a large SUV with a total length of around 5 meters, they're saying 0 to 100 kilometers an hour, which is 62 miles an hour, in 5 seconds. That's really quick for a vehicle of that weight and size. The MDX Type S that I just drove on normal street conditions is around a 6-second 0 to 60, but we know EVs are just really good at that acceleration from a stop. Range of approximately 540 kilometers on a full charge, which is about 335 miles, but depending on whether it's WLTP or EPA, it can change quite a bit. So I'm going to say it's probably going to be in the upper 200s. It can also provide 100 kilometers of driving range in just a 6-minute charge. So it has an 800 volt charging like we see on the EV6 Ioniq 5. Also, the EV9 will feature over-the-air and feature-on-demand services that allow customers to selectively purchase software functions. In addition, it will be the first model to be equipped with Kia's advanced auto-mode autonomous driving technology. So next year, we're going to see a lot of new technology coming to the Kia EV9 that we've never seen before. I'm not a big fan of subscription services on cars, but we're becoming a software society, a subscription-based society in every sense of the word. So I guess that it's just a way for them to make more money. Kia is hoping to increase sales of its BEVs, starting with 160,000 BEVs sales this year. They aim to sell 870,000 units in 2026 and 1.2 million in 2030. Kia is projecting that 80% of its BEV sales in 2030 will come from Korea, North America, Europe, and China, with BEVs taking a 45% share of total Kia sales in these major markets. So let's talk about global production here for Kia EVs. In Europe, they'll start producing small, medium-sized EVs in 2025. In the United States, where mid-sized SUVs and pickups are popular, electric versions of these models will be produced locally from 2024. In China, Kia plans to introduce mid-sized electric models from next year. In India, plans to produce entry-level mid-size EVs from 2025. Kia is planning to establish a battery supply and demand strategy and upgrade battery technology as demand is expected to increase significantly from 13 gigawatt hours to 119 gigawatt hours in 2030. So it looks like their batteries will be coming from their Indonesian battery cell joint venture, and they'll also be outsourcing quite a bit to other global companies. And Kia plans to increase battery energy density by 50% by 2030 and reduce system cost by 40%, enhancing both performance and price competitiveness. Now, switching gears to Hyundai, they're hoping to have 7% of the global EV market by 2030. And while Kia is planning to sell 1.2 million BEVs by 2030, Hyundai is projecting 1.87 million BEVs by 2030. They'll have 17 new BEV models by 2030, 11 for Hyundai models and 6 for Genesis. Remember, Genesis will be fully electric by 2025. By 2030, Hyundai also targets to achieve an operating profit margin of 10% or higher in the EV business. The new Hyundai BEV models will include 3 sedan models, 6 SUVs, 1 light commercial vehicle, as well as 1 new type model. And Hyundai is beginning sales of the Ioniq 6 this year, followed by the Ioniq 7 in 2024, which is the sister vehicle of the EV9 from Kia. Interestingly, Kia will beat it to market by a year. Well, maybe less, depending on when each of the vehicles come out during that year. But the Kia EV9 will be coming out first. Now, speaking of Genesis, fully electric by 2025, the BEV lineup consists of 2 passenger cars and 4 SUVs, including the electrified GV70 launching this year. We also have the GV60 that should be launching this year. Well, I think it's already available in Korea. So essentially, we have about 24 fully battery electric vehicles coming from the Koreans in the next 5 years. That is hard to wrap my head around. Are you excited for the large vehicles, the pickup trucks, the 3-row crossovers? Really, that's all we know other than like the prophecy concept, which has become the Ioniq 6, for example. Keep in mind, just because there's 24 doesn't mean that all these vehicles are going to be available globally. I would expect maybe half of them to be available here in the United States. And if you're in Europe, you're not going to be getting the pickup trucks, I don't think. And if you guys could hit the like button, that helps me out so much. But I'm going to cut the video right now. Kia, Genesis, Hyundai. EV onslaught in the next 5 years. It's going to be crazy. Definitely stay tuned for the ride. Subscribe because I will be driving these vehicles in the next 5 years. It'll be fun to bring them to the channel and give you guys my impressions. I'll check you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and peace out.